Yo, what's going on, guys? HyperX here. Welcome back to another video for Elden Ring. And today I'm joined by Paradise. What's up, man?
Very excited for this one because we're talking about speedruns.
Oh yeah, this is going to be super cool. Speedruns are always fantastic. There's like loads of different ways to do it, but it's always super cool to like watch them and sort of get some learnings from like how players do things. So today we're turning our attention to the current world record speedrun from Distortion 2. Of course, link to his speedrun in the description box down below. And we're basically going to watch it, talk about it, react to it, and kind of just sort of like understand what he's doing. So let's not waste any time and let's dive in.
It's also a little thing I figured out recently is the speedruns are also done separately by patches. So this would have been, you can see on the side, patch 645, which obviously we've had patches since then now, so more speedruns will probably come out and set new records for the current patches.
Yes, exactly, definitely, 100%. And you'll also notice that at certain times during the thing, he'll also like quit the game, so that way when he sort of respawns, he's able to kind of... That's just great. What the hell?
Wait. Okay. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This, I guarantee you, if you tried to go and do that, and anyone in the comments try and go and do that, it will probably take you like 50, 100 tries just to do it to do it once. And he's done it first try here,
Some of
and
them
obviously
are
goes on to be successful in this run.
Insane. Like, just to kind of give some context to what's kind of going on, because if you guys are watching this, you'll be like, wait, what is happening? So in Distortion's paragraph, he said that basically that's like a 13 frame perfect glitch known as the zip. And basically it's a combination of blocking, holding walk, and pressing W to move forward with a combination of 139 frames. And if the two actions add up to 139, you teleport. And this distance can then vary depending on like a combination of things. So the longer you hold W, the further you go. And some zips are apparently so precise that you need to walk and block the sort of duration to line it up perfectly. So while it might just look crazy, like there is a hell of a like ridiculous amount of precision going on here.
Mm-hmm. This is like freaking esports level inputs going on.
Yeah.
I don't even think I could do this that many times in a row consistently to get the time down to what he's got it to in sub 7.
I haven't even this area here, by the way. Like, I haven't even seen this area. Like,
you haven't?
No. Like,
this area is quite cool, but this is where you use the infused imp keys, not the regular ones, the infused ones. Well, I think they're called infused. They just teleport you around different places. Some of them have like a boss in that you can get an item. I want to know how these guys find these. How did they find the zip? How did they find the exact distance that you need to go for certain jumps in order to get to exact areas safely? Because I'm guessing if you zip too high, you're just going to drop and die, right?
Yeah, it must be, yeah. And also just like, I mean, the trial and error nature of it as well, when you think about it, like, if you zip through a wall, like, you might be like, oh, I'm dead, like, maybe there's nothing here. Like, but if you just, they must just do this over and over and over again until eventually they get that perfect position. And the fact
this area was so fun to play through, though.
I love this area. Mm-hmm. The fact that he's here in 2 minutes, I'm just like, hold on a minute.
I would not have thought it would even be possible within the game without like actual cheats to do us like less than 10-minute run, let alone less than 7 minutes.
Yeah, no, 100%. And it's really interesting to just sort of see like how much control, like again, like clearly with practice they have over the distance you can zip, because in that one he zipped a relatively short distance, whereas in some of the earlier ones he zipped like other side of the universe.
It's interesting that they use this like quit the game, pause the timer to like, I say cut corners, but it's really just to trim the time of getting to a place, I guess. I think
they actually mentioned that part of the reason they use it sometimes is because like when you get to an area, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's like when you get near to an area, if you quit, then when you resume, like it'll load you back in like a position that's like slightly further ahead, or like it's like somewhere like around there. So it's basically like a way to sort of skip like a small distance, I think, something like that.
I think so, because he's definitely in a different area when he loads back in.
100%.
Okay, where is he going now? Well, I've never been here.
I don't know. Some of these places, I don't think you can get on that roof. Like, also, is that slash when you're falling? Just to like, does that actually? I've never actually bothered like trying or testing it, but like,
I could be wrong, but I think maybe it's to just control the drop. But I could be wrong.
Maliketh.
Oh, there's some kind of zip going on here, isn't there?
This is the really important thing. So we'll kind of read his paragraph after, because this one's actually super interesting.
Now this is the cheese. Look at this.
This is The full-on cheese.
The thing is, okay, bearing in mind everything that you've said about the frame perfect nature of these zips and the fact that we're talking like multiple in a row in order to do this. So it's not just like a one-off, you lucked it and you got the best time, right? It's consistency. I feel like is that in of itself, because we're talking frame perfect inputs and positioning and angles, is that more challenging than actually mastering the boss's combos to beat it? Because you'd have to beat the boss so fast to beat the time that it takes to do these zips. Like the zips are quicker, that's why he's doing it. That's my assumption.
Yeah. I mean, no, you're definitely right. I think they're both skillful in their like overwrites and stuff. But yeah, you're probably right. But that part there was actually like super cool. So to reference his like what was going on there, they said that the Maliketh Mega Zip requires extremely specific positioning and angles, as you have to have your character zipped high enough where you can fall for roughly 8 seconds before attacking. And if you launch too high, the game won't let you attack. And if you launch too low, you die before the boss. But you apparently also have to deal with performing a frame-perfect glitch under the pressure of Maliketh trying to kill you, basically.
It's mad. I part of me hates it because like this boss, especially if you're using a melee build, this boss can actually be quite a nightmare. I know a lot of people have struggled with Maliketh.
It was funny with that, right? I mean, okay, admittedly, I think for me it's probably because I just like Rivers of Blood him, but like everyone spoke about
how
like
roasted in the comments.
I am definitely gonna get roasted, but like everyone spoke about how like difficult Maliketh was, and like I killed him on second try. Like at the point I don't even remember like the fight. I'm just like, oh, but then I also struggled on Malenia, so you know.
Apparently, did you Rivers of Blood Malenia? Because apparently, again, pre-patch, it was significantly easier to use Rivers of Blood because of the staggers that you get in it.
I did it post-patch. Well, I did it in 1.03 patch, so I did it when. I did it when like they had buffed Arcane basically, and I came in. I was like, "Hello, look at my new weapon," and then suddenly everything died. Until I got to the final boss, and he's like, "Bleed does not affect me," and I'm like, "Well, I need to change my strategy now."
I think that surprised a lot of people when they got to the final boss.
Definitely, 100%. Interestingly as well, just sort of, I was just like reading some of the sort of context as well. So the reason he chose the Vagabond class apparently is because this class has enough starting equipment that they can reach the heavy equip load. And he said we also use this for the second zip on the run. The heavy equip load causes zips to go roughly 8% further and allows us to get just enough distance, enabling us to more consistently kill Horalu. Apparently it's a blessing that he has a cutscene, and when his first phase dies, it teleports us, saving us from a very imminent death. So yeah, apparently there's a very specific reason for this class choice, which is interesting. And like all these different things, you kind of think about. You're like, okay, cool. Imagine a speedrun with like any character. It's like, no, there's like all of these things are like so carefully thought out.
I love that matters, considering he's not actually killing the bosses right now, at least. So
yeah,
the class still plays into it and still has those factors in. But it's not like, oh, I picked this class because it has a better sword or it does more damage, early game. It's just, it affects the zip.
Oh. Also, that one you can actually see, like, again, like, you can see the difficulty. Like, he messed up the sort of, like, the positioning ever so slightly a few times. Like, just to sort of see how, like, you have to kind of get that lined up.
He's celebrating already.
Ooh. It's funny as well, because at the beginning of this entire run, Distortion was like, I don't think I'm going to get, like, I'll be happy if I get a little bit over 7 or something. He didn't believe it, but, like, that's it. Like, he's at the stone platform now. And apparently he said, although the clock will freeze at 7, apparently he said that it's going to round down. So that is just that is absolutely insane. And it's kind of funny as well. Like someone said in the comments as well, this is like a spoiler-free run because you basically don't see anything.
It is actually, isn't it?
Like the entire game, no boss spoiled for you, really. But yeah,
that is insane. I wouldn't have thought this was possible.
No.
But like, again, like it's crazy because there's no actual boss killing going on. But I have to respect the dedication, the effort, and the skill that goes into figuring it all out and then executing it perfectly. Bearing in mind everything, I want to drive the point home. Everything you said about frame perfect inputs and positioning, it's mad.
Yeah, no, I mean 100%. I mean, again, like you can see the few times where like he's really having to sort of like fine tune that. Like he'll go into the kind of the guard stance and it won't quite work. So obviously I'm assuming that's what happens. He'll shuffle back ever so slightly. But yes, there's definitely a lot of precision there. But look at that. That is, you can clearly sort of see his attempts here with like all these different ones. But that is, 659. That is very, very impressive. So yeah, well, obviously again, if you guys want to sort of check out the full run, make sure you click on Distortion's channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Very excited to sort of see what people will do next. Of course, now that we've recently had a new patch. Interested to sort of see whether this will be beaten, whether people will get like different strategies and whatnot. But that is pretty much it. Let us know in the comments down below what you guys think of speedruns. Let me know what you think of this time. And yeah, if you guys have missed our recent videos, be sure to check out these ones, and we'll catch you.
I've got a question. I've got a question for everyone in the comments.
Oh.
Do you want to see more speedruns? Do you want to see ones like this, ones that are more combat focused, ones that are more even quicker speedruns where they may or may not be legit? I'm not fully clued in on it all, but I want to know what you guys in the comments down below have to say. Do you enjoy this? Do you want more of this? Because there are a lot more speedruns and a lot of really skilled people. So we're happy to watch them and to talk through it and give our input, but if you guys want to see it, let us know in the comments.